Hey, good morning everyone. This is Seth with Knight's Life Journey. Today what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you some of the things that I do here at work. And I do a lot of driving around. I inspect drivers. Sometimes I road test drivers. I train drivers. And I show them the safety of the road, things to watch out for. So in this video, I'm going to show what it is that I'm watching, and maybe you guys can learn a little bit of this too. Hope you enjoy. Of course, putting your signal on and watching what you're doing is very important. So as you see the road ahead, I'm looking way up. I see that the light up there is red. So I'm not going to be too much of a hurry, obviously, to get there, but we're still far enough back where we don't have to worry about it. And what I'm doing is watching the sides over here, the driveways. Now, guys, I just know that I am not holding my phone in my hand, nor am I looking at my phone. I am paying attention to everything that's going on in the road. That light up there just turned green. So I noticed that people are still stopped at it. They're just now getting going. So I've just eased my foot off the accelerator. I didn't have to hit the brake or anything like that. We should make this light just fine. Paying attention to your lights is kind of important. Keeping your distance from the person in front of you, very important. When you're driving a car, you should be at least 4 seconds behind that person. Now there's a post up there, so I'm going to count. Got 1 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000, 4 1,000, 5 1,000, 6 1,000. So I'm 6 seconds behind this car, so I'm plenty of space behind. So if they had to hit their brake, I could safely stop. Never have to rear end anyone. There's no such thing as being in too much of a hurry. Notice up ahead, the light up there, way up ahead of me, you're talking a good 25 seconds ahead of me. You should look at least 15 seconds ahead of you, but about 25 seconds ahead of me or so, there's a red light. That light most likely will be getting ready to turn green by the time I get there or shortly afterwards. So my foot right now has been removed from the accelerator. There's no reason to accelerate because I'm coming up onto a red light. And now I just have to ease onto the brake. Now notice that light just turned green. I'm not on the brake or anything. I'm just kind of easing into it. Stay back from traffic. That's called pacing the lights or timing the lights. And if you do this, you can make it almost every time. So I'll be back in just a minute and we'll show you some highway stuff. Okay, now I'm getting ready to enter onto a highway. I'm signaling over because my lane ended. I had to merge over to the left. I'm keeping my distance from the guy that's in front of me. 1 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000, 4 1,000. I'm 4 seconds behind him. You can't see this, but behind me there's a semi quite a ways back, so I can easily merge onto traffic. I got my signal on. I was at least at minimum highway speed. So I hurried up, got out there on the highway, and right now I'm at 70 miles per hour. Notice traffic is running pretty good right now, and what I'll do is show you some of the entrance ramps, things to watch for over there too. Okay, so now we're getting ready to approach intersections. Right now we're in the city of Lansing. We're coming up to Grand Ledge, Michigan, and you notice there is a entrance ramp going to the highway of 69. And then there's an entrance ramp here. And this is the entrance ramp we're going to be getting off on. So now I've got onto the entrance. I am beginning to slow my vehicle. I didn't hit my brake on the highway. Right now I've got someone that's tailgating me. So you got to keep an eye on stuff like that too, so that you don't hit your brake too hard and cause them to slam into you. Not everybody agrees with not tailgating. Now the route that I'm on now, this is a rural route. It's called Grand River, which which leads to the place that I'm going to. There are a lot of side roads off of here, but you also have to watch out for animals such as deer, raccoons, and things like that. One thing that if you don't know this, if an animal ever runs out in front of you, don't ever swerve to go around it. You can try not to hit it, but swerving is the worst thing that you can do. If you're on a 2-lane road and you swerve, you could actually hit someone on the side. Then you've caused a bigger accident than there should have been. So always keep that in mind. But you keep an eye on your side roads, people pulling out onto them. You know, they could pull out in front of you, so always keep an eye on stuff like that. And if you pay attention, like there's a car coming out on my left right now, but he's making a right, so we're safe. So it's things like that that I teach my drivers to look for. This is what I do during the day, is I myself drive safely, but I also teach my drivers this too. And it helps our company be one of the safest there is in our unit anyway. Okay, yeah, right now I'm sitting at one of our facilities, which I probably wouldn't be allowed to show you or anything for copyright reasons, but I'm sitting here just to let you know that safe driving is very important for truck drivers and for people in their own vehicles, because it's your family that you got to look out for. So if you can keep them safe while you're out here, it's very well worth it. So continue watching this video. I'll show you a couple more things, and then we'll end that on that note, and you guys can leave comments below to let me know what you think. Okay, everyone, I'm entering back onto the highway again. I'm watching my mirrors at this point, making sure there's no one behind me that I could cut in front of or cut off. I have to pace myself with traffic. When you merge onto the highway, you do not have the right-of-way. People do not have to move over for you. So if you have that in your mind, you need to take that out, because you have to merge yourself into traffic safely, either before or after the traffic that's on there. So make sure you set your speed at the right speed so that you can get in there. And at this area here, we're going to be coming upon an exit ramp where people are getting off the highway. You want to watch for that stuff too, because if there's people merging on, as a courtesy, it's always good to move over and let them go ahead and merge onto the highway safely, but only as a courtesy. There's sometimes the traffic is so busy that you just absolutely cannot do that. As you see, there's traffic on the right. Now these guys, their lane continues on for a while, so a lot of them aren't going to be merging over anyway. But if this was a lane where they did, this would be the point where you're watching, you're looking behind you and off to the side, and if there's someone needing to merge on, just simply move over a lane and let them in, if you can safely do so. Yeah, right here is one of the most peaceful roads that we drive down, and it's really nice. It's got woods and stuff like that. So, but anyway, that's the end of the tour. That's the end of the trip. Okay, everyone, like I said, that is the end. And just wanted to show you a few tricks. Let me get my tongue straightened out there. A few tricks to driving safely, the right thing to do when you're out on the highway. Just basically keep your space away from people. Watch out for people who aren't quite watching out for you. And stay safe, keep your family safe, and God bless you all.